Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, trying new products out. And a few of those products are like Tarte Face Tape Foundation, the new Melania Bronzer, the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder, and then I also did pick up this Riviera palette by ABH. And those are just a few standout products that I'll be using in this video. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I do upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. If you want to get ready with me and trying new products out, then just continue watching. We're going to start off with face products first. The foundation I'm going to be taking today is the Tarte Face Tape Foundation. I have mine in the shade Light Medium Sand, and I have tested this foundation out in the past 3 days. The only thing is that I did take this with me on my trip. We went to Salt Lake City this weekend. We took my daughter to Disney on Ice and it was amazing. If you haven't gone, definitely go and take your kids or take yourself. It's a really good show. But the thing I noticed when I did use this was that my pores were super accentuated, and also it kind of like my smile lines were also enhanced, and I've never really noticed that a lot on a foundation like I did on this. So for primer, I just took like a hydrating primer because I wasn't sure how this was gonna work out for me. So I definitely need like a pore minimizing primer. I'm gonna take 2 primers that I really enjoy. I'm gonna take this Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer to like just for smoothing and priming the face, and then I'm gonna take this one by Touch in Sol, the No Problem Primer, and apply it because, you know, I want to take a product that works for me. And when you're on a trip, you don't really have the luxury of going into your makeup collection and like grabbing what you need. The color match is pretty spot on me. I felt like my forehead and my cheek area looked good when I used the Shape Tape, but my pore area was not cute, and again my like smile lines were really enhanced by the end of the day. So I'm just gonna apply the Problem one on my nose, the Touch in Sol one on my nose, and right here also. See if that helps. And then I've been like trying to get rid of my acne scars, and I thought I was doing super good. They are kind of a little faded, but I'm kind of seeing on the viewfinder that they're not as faded as I thought they were. So if you guys know something good for acne scars, let me know down in the comment section below. I just got this one a few days ago. Like I got like 3 pimples up here, and of course I can't just leave them there. I need to pop them. And of course I got acne scars from that. So again, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. I did find that a pump was pretty much enough. I did use like this pump kind of seems small, so I did use like another half a pump. And then I've been going in with my beauty blender. I've been enjoying how that looks. Well, this is actually a sponge from Practic. It's like the sister brand of Sigma. It doesn't oxidize. I didn't see any oxidization while I had it on, but again, we were really on the go all the days that we were there, so it wasn't really that I could check my skin and see how it looked. So I am going to test out all these products the next few days, and in the comment section I'm going to have a pinned comment and let you guys know my thoughts on these products. So this is what my skin looks like after blending it out. I feel like it looks really nice. And then also, I actually didn't take a setting spray on my trip, so I was, yeah, I forgot some stuff. So I actually like this foundation again. I think it looks really nice when you first apply it. I'm gonna quickly kind of correct my dark circles a little bit before I go in with my concealer. I'm just trying to use this product up. It's in my project pan, so I'm trying to like incorporate it every time I do my makeup. And for concealer, I've used this concealer before, but I'm going to take the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light Beige. I do feel like this concealer is a little light for me for like everyday use. For brightening, it's nice. But again, for everyday use, I feel like it's a little too much. And I'm just going to blend that out with this Real Techniques Insta Pop Cheek Brush. I like blending out my concealers with brushes just because I feel like I get the most coverage with a brush than with the sponge. And I do like the e.l.f. concealer. I feel like it has really good coverage. Again, I have used this concealer before and I have enjoyed it. So here's what my skin is looking like. For the Tarte foundation, I feel like I have pretty much like medium coverage. It could be built up. I like more medium coverage foundation. And then the concealer, I feel like it has really good coverage as well. Now to set it, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. This is newer. I got this from Walmart. You can order it online on the Wet n Wild site, but I saw it at my Walmart and I was like, let me go ahead and try this because I've heard super good things about this. I've heard that it's nice and blurring on the skin. So this is the first time I've used this one. I'm actually going to a doctor's appointment, and if you're a girl, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I don't really want to go all out on my makeup to go to that appointment. Have you guys tried this powder? What do you think of it? I've seen What Would Lizzie Do use it, and she loves it. She says it's really good. So that's why she kind of made me like pick it up and try it. I'm just going to apply extra right here. Just because I already see it like kind of settling on my lines of foundation. For bronzer, I'm going to be taking this Milani Sunkissed Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. I have mine in the shade 02. This is more like a cool tone, but I'm going to take this and kind of chisel my cheeks a little bit. I like the color of it. I've tried the new Maybelline one. I really like that one. It's really nice. This one's more on the cool tone side, like this shade. And that other one, it's more on the warm side. So it's more like for bronzing, whereas this one's more for like contouring. But I usually just like contour and bronze like together, like use the same color. I don't ever really go with two bronzers. I like this color. It's nice. For blush, I'm going to take this by Mally Beauty. This is the first ever Mally Beauty I've ever tried. I actually got this from Ulta. I got it for $3.47. It comes with blush and a highlight. I don't know if these are minis or not, but they're kind of small. So it comes with the shade Perfect Peach and in the blush. And then for highlight, it comes in Stardust, which is like a gold color. And it also comes with a brush, but I don't think I'm going to use the brush. I'm not sure, but it comes with like a dual-ended brush. I got it for $3. I thought it was cheap. I don't know. Do you guys know if that's like a limited edition or these permanent shades? But this is what the highlight looks like. This is in Stardust. And then this is the blush. This is super pretty. This is in the shade Perfect Peach. So I'm going to take this for blush today. I've never tried again Mally products, so it is kind of powdery. I have like kickback on the sides of the blush a little bit. It's pretty pigmented. I didn't even dip my brush a lot either. Nice in peachy cheeks now. And then I'm going to go ahead with the highlighter again and try that out. Wow, that's like really blinding. And I don't feel like I went with a lot. But nice, I like it. I don't have a new setting spray, so I'm just going to take my MAC Fix Plus and set the whole face. For my brows, I typically use brow pencils. So today I'm going to be taking the new LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I did take this with me on my trip to Salt Lake City, so I have used this product already. And I have to say, I actually really like this brow pencil. My favorite one at the moment from the drugstore was the CoverGirl one. And this one by LA Girl is really nice. I like the consistency. It's not too waxy or too stiff. I don't know. I like the color too. I picked up the shade Brunette. I also have dark brown. And I haven't used dark brown yet, but this brunette shade I feel like is a really good color for me. So here are what my brows are looking like after I'm done. Again, I did take this with me on my trip. I used it for 3 days. Today's the 4th time I've used it, and this is what I have left. So I feel like you don't get that much product in here. It's only $5, so it's not super unaffordable. It's not like it's not affordable to repurchase, but it kind of sucks. Maybe you do use a lot of product or you don't get that much. Maybe I should compare it to my other brow pencils I have. You get 0.003 ounces. So I'll have to compare it, and then I'll probably put like a little pop-up to tell you guys if it has less or not. But I feel like you kind of run out of this super fast. So I'm actually back from my intermission. I didn't tell you guys, but I started filming this at 7 and it is now 8 a.m. I actually just took my daughter to school and I need to finish filming this before I leave to my appointment that I love so much. But for eyes, I'm actually going to take this new palette that I just got over the weekend. And it's the new dun, 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 Riviera palette. I got it from Ulta, as you saw, and I only paid $9 for it. So I used some Ulta points to get this palette, and I'm really excited to try this out. I haven't used it yet. I've wanted to save it for like a get ready with me video or like a first impressions like review type video. But here's what the inside looks like. How pretty is this? Super pretty, like colorful shades. I don't want to do anything too crazy because again, I am going to that appointment and I don't want to have that much of colorful makeup on, but I just want to dip my toes in this palette for today. Oh, I was saying that I was on my intermission and I was looking at my skin and my skin looks really good outside. It looks really smooth and blurred. I have no idea if it's the Wet n Wild powder or if it was the combo of primers that I actually really love, but my skin looks really good. Over the weekend when I tested out the Tarte foundation, my pores were horrible, especially right here, and then my smile lines were super enhanced. And it might have been also that I didn't have a setting spray with me, so I did apply like a full face, but I didn't set it. So just by setting it, by applying in primers that I like, and using a powder, I don't know, like my skin looks really good outside. I don't know how it's translating on camera, but it looks really, really nice outside. And it may be this powder as well. So I'm going to definitely keep testing out these products in the next few days. And then again, I will leave a pinned comment down in the comment section below. But we're going to go ahead and jump into this palette right here. So the first shade I'm going to take, I think, is going to be, I feel like this shade right here called Estate. You're not really going to be able to see it, but we can take that shade and try it out. And Anastasia's shadows are a little powdery to me, so there is kickback on the palette. If you're familiar with ABH shadows, you'll know what kind of kickback I'm talking about. But I'm not like aggressive with my palettes. I don't like messy palettes either. A lot of my palettes might look like they're new just because I don't like being aggressive with my palettes or being messy with them. But here's what Estate is looking like. You can see it has some kickback. But again, this is just kind of like a light wash of color on me. You can't really see it. The next shade I'm going to take is Coastline. And again, there is kickback on that. So just know that there is still the kickback. I'm gonna do something colorful, obviously, because I can't really do a neutral look with this, but like on the lighter colorful side, you know what I mean? There's a lot of kickback on this. So the next shade I'm gonna take is Monte Carlo, this one over here. The same brush, I'm just using a ABH Cosmetics fluffy brush. This one comes in the Essential Eye Brush set. And again, just packing it in my crease just to deepen it up a little more and give it some dimension. All of these colors have been pigmented, besides the lightest one. I kind of knew it wouldn't be that pigmented on me, but it did give like a light wash of color. So I'm going to go in with a more precise brush. This is a Coastal Scents Classic Blending Brush, and I'm going to go in with Monte Carlo again. Just applying it into my crease just to deepen it up a little more. Just because the blending brush is more like fluffier, so it kind of just really blows out the shadow, where I want this to be more packed into the crease. So I'm going to go in my outer corners. I'm going to take the shade called Palm. So it's like the brown shade in this palette. I'm just going to apply this to the outer corners. It's building up nicely. I'm just going in with a little bit of shadow again, just because these shadows are powdery, so there is kickback. But I'm not having any issues with like skipping or patchiness or anything like that so far. So I do want to use one of these shimmer shades in this palette, and I kind of am gravitating towards this one right here, which is called Seaside. And we're going to take that color and apply it to the lids. I'm going to take this Morphe brush. It's just like a flat shader brush. It doesn't have a number on it. I think it came in a set. And I'm just going to pack it onto my brush. And then we're going to spray it and apply it to the lid. I feel like this brush isn't really picking it up. I really like this Sigma brush, the E55 brush. This one really packs color really good. So we're gonna use this and see. I really like this color. It's really pretty. Did you guys pick up this palette? What do you think of it? I think the color scheme is really nice. Like, bright colors is really in right now. But if you're a neutral type girl, everyday type of girl, you're probably not gonna pick this palette up just because it is more on the brighter shade side. But so far I like it. I'm just gonna kind of go on with the edges, the outer corners again with Palm, just to kind of blend out the edges. And then I'm just going to go with Palm and go on the bottom part. I usually do like half of my eye just to kind of smoke out the lower lash line. And I think this is all we're going to do. I'm just gonna go in with one more shade to highlight my brow bone. I'm gonna go in with this Sales color. It might be too light for me, so we'll see. Whoa. So yeah, it is. So just go really light-handed because this shade is really bright. And I'm just gonna go in with my fluffy brush that I went in with first and kind of blend the edges. So I just blew off the shadows that were in these shades, but you can see right here how much kickback there is. That's the only thing I don't like about Anastasia's shadows, is that it has a lot of kickback. If you're just even delicate putting your brush in there, there's still gonna be kickbacks. But overall, I do like the pigmentation of this. I do like the colors that I did use. I do like so far. Again, this is my first time using this palette, so I definitely want to test it out a little more. Maybe I'll pick it. I might pick it for my next Shop My Stash video just so I can test it out a little longer. I may have to pair it with like more wearable, like a natural, neutral palette. But for right now, the shades that I do have, I think is nice. I feel like this looks pretty wearable. Like it's color, but it's not like bright, you know what I mean? So for liner, I'm going to take this ColourPop liquid liner. I just have mine in the shade numero uno. It's just the black color. And I have used this liner already. It's newer in my collection. I did have this for this week's Shop My Stash. And at first, I felt like the tip was kind of stiff. It is like a felt tip wand, but I do like it. And I do feel like it's long wearing because at the end of the day, when I took my makeup off, I still had liner, like taking off all my face makeup, but like my liner was still on, so I kind of had to do like extra like wiping right there to take this off. So I do like this liner. It kind of takes a little more effort to take off. I don't think it's waterproof, and I don't think it claims to be waterproof, but for longevity it lasts, and it's pretty matte black also. For mascara, I'm going to be taking this Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes Mascara. I got this for free when I placed a Sephora order a few weeks ago. It was like a code that you had to put in, you know, when you spend a certain amount of money, like it gives you codes that you can use. So I haven't tried this out yet, and Pat McGrath's packaging is like super fancy. I haven't tried this out, so let's see what the wand is. This is more like a fatter type wand. I like more like skinnier wands just so I can really get up on my lashes. So let's go ahead and try this out and see. I usually like to do the top part of my lashes just because when you do eyeshadow it kind of falls on there. And then I do like coat my lashes regularly. It looks like it's separating my lashes good. I think it's doing the job a mascara should do. I did see somebody compare this mascara to the new CoverGirl one. They said that it was a dupe. Is it Exhibitionist mascara? I have no idea. I don't have that mascara. I thought about picking it up, but I do like this mascara. It looks nice. Now the last thing we need to do is lips. When I went to Utah, if you guys were wondering where Salt Lake is, it's in Utah. I'm like over here talking like you guys are around here, where I live. I live in Nevada. Salt Lake City, Utah is about 4 hours away. But when I went to Utah, I took my back to MAC stuff. I had like quads and also stuff that had dried out. I took back 6 times 3, 18 products. If you don't know what back to MAC is, it's if you have 6 products, empty products, or products that you're just not loving, like the actual containers, you can redeem it for a full-size lipstick, eyeshadow, or a lip gloss. I did go to the MAC in Nordstrom, so they only let me redeem them for lipsticks, which was okay, but I went ahead and picked up some like neutral everyday shade, and I picked Taupe, Politely Pink, and Cream in Your Coffee. And for today's video, I think I'm going to go in with Cream in Your Coffee. I have never tried this, but I've heard a lot of people like this color, so again, I'm going to try this out. And I don't find myself buying a lot from MAC lately. I don't know. MAC was definitely a brand that was like my first high-end brand, and that's all I bought. I had a whole bunch of the quads, like they always came out with limited edition quads, and I always picked them up. But when I was going through my MAC stuff a couple weeks ago and swatching the eyeshadows, they were dried out. Like there was no pigmentation. Like honestly, I've had them for like 7-8 years, like the quads. So I was like, let me go ahead and back to MAC these and get a free lipstick. But this is what the shade Cream in Your Coffee looks like. It's really pretty everyday wearable color. And this is the end result. Have you tried any of the products that I used in this video? What do you think of it? I'm really impressed with the Mally Beauty stuff. Again, this set was only $3. I went to Ulta a couple days ago and they had a few of these still left over. So check your Ulta. Maybe you can find some of these for $3. The bronzer is nice from Milani. I like the palette from ABH. The e.l.f. concealer I've used before and I do like. These primers are my go-to primers. I really like those. Tarte Shape Tape Today. My skin looks really good right now with those primers. Gonna keep testing this out a few more days and then let you guys know my thoughts on it again in the pinned comment down below. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder I'm really liking so far, so definitely gonna keep using this. I will let you guys know my thoughts in a pinned comment again. I keep repeating myself, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Get Ready With Me trying new products out. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!